Hello everybody, welcome back. Well, today is hors d'oeuvres day, canapés. Okay, I'm only doing a few. We've got friends coming for supper tonight, special friends. We won't see them till after Christmas, so we're doing like a Christmassy thing tonight. So I'm doing bellinis actually. These are what I do on Christmas Day. The family absolutely love them. They can't get enough of them. I do a pile of them. But today I'm just going to use, I don't make them. There's absolutely Waitrose, Tesco's, they all make these little cocktail bellinis. They go in the freezer. I usually have a pack always kept in the freezer in case we get people arrive. Just put them in the oven 5 minutes on a flat baking tray. Just warm them through nicely. Let them cool before you put your toppings on. So the first thing I do when I'm starting to prep to do little bellinis is mix up my sauces, because I do 2 or 3 different toppings. It gives people variety. I usually say 4 different toppings at the most. It's more than enough. I always do a vegetarian option. I'm only doing really fish and vegetarian in this. That's ample. So I'm doing one I'm using a beautiful, it's Valage, it's a French cheese. It's like a triple brie. It's super creamy, super mild. So I'm going to, on one of the bellinis, on sort of one little vegetarian section, I'll be doing a little smothering of creme fraiche, my favourite type, a thin sliver of cheese topped by a spoonful of what I call my magic cranberry. Now it's very easy. This is so simple. All of these toppings are simple. Get out the fridge all the things you love and be inventive. So I'm using just a ready-made, it's a good Ocean Spray whole cranberry ready-made little sauce there, but I add to it and I turn it from being ready-made and ordinary into magic. Okay, you don't have to add to it, you can just use it as it comes out, but I found the little extras. One little extra is because I'm using orange zest. Orange and cranberry just go together so well. But this is orange, it's triple sec curacao, so tiniest, you don't want this wet, so just a tiny little splash. Half a teaspoon, that's it, because you're going to put your orange zest into there now. Oh God, already without the orange zest it smells divine. Nice orange. And then on top of that, when I'm finished, as you'll see, because I'll be dressing them later, but like I said, this is your first stage of preparation. Because I'm doing just a tiny amount of these today, you only need a tiny bit of everything. A little bit goes a long way. So it works out very cheap, especially if you keep a lot of these things in, which I do. So that's... Now you could be inventive. You could put a drop of honey in there if you don't want curacao, but you want another sweetness. Just going to get that orange zest off there, and I'll use that spoon just to taste what we've got going on. Oh God, that is perfect. Okay, that's the cranberry done. That's that simple. That, as I say, is going to sit on a beautiful cheese, so that's easy. And on it I'll put probably just some tiny little either pistachio or chopped hazelnuts. I'll probably go with the hazelnuts because they're kind of super Christmassy, aren't they? Next thing, this is my go-to standby always in the house, is great big jars, medium-sized jars of Hellmann's real mayonnaise. I use it for so many things. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix a good old spoonful of mayo, probably a bit more actually. There we go. Right, I would say that's a big rounded tablespoon. Into that, creme fraiche, good quality creme fraiche. This is the make I am using. It's awesome. It's like a double cream. It's just the most amazing stuff. And what that does is bring a lovely creaminess to everything. Okay, that's going in. Right, and into this one, I'm going to do a little bit of mustard, Dijon, again one of my favourites, This is what I'm meaning. You can really just go down the line of using up your favourites. Combine that together. Beautiful. And this forms the base of your bellini, which you sit your smoked salmon, which we're doing today, and prawns. I'm going to do some smoked salmon, some prawns. Now, do please taste everything. Don't guess it, because this can go very wrong if you don't taste it. That needs a teeny weeny bit more mustard in it, actually. You've got to get your acid balances perfect when you're doing things like this. Right, and into this one, I think I'm just going to keep this one fairly simple. I'm going in with fresh chopped dill. Can my cameraman see that? Beautiful dill, okay. Dill is just goes so well with prawns and salmon. So that's probably a good teaspoonful anyway of chopped dill. And you're going to be dressing with the dill as well. And into that, I'm going to put, okay, and into that, my lemon zest. I'm not putting all my zest in there because we're going to be adding lemon zest with dill to the top of sitting on top. We use that as a dressing as well. And then you must season. It will need black pepper. I wouldn't touch it with salt at this stage. Right, try that. Yum. Just get rid of another spoon. You will use hundreds of teaspoons doing this. Black pepper. Perfect. Right, so that's my lemon one. Just going to get rid of that. It's done. Right, this one I'm going to do lime, horseradish, and mayonnaise, and creme fraiche. Right, okay. Put that lemon over there. About the same amounts again. Actually, put a little bit of that. Yeah. If you put too much of your creme fraiche in there, you are going to find that it becomes too creamy. Right, I'm using the creamed horseradish. So it's not the really super fiery one, but it gives a lovely kind of warmth and acid to the mix. Now I'm going to get my lime zest going. That's it. The lime, I think I've got the smallest lime in all of Salisbury today. Smells lovely. With seafood, it's lovely to bring that freshness to the prawns or the salmon that citrus brings you. You can put in any of these finely diced, I mean really like a chinois red onion in there, finely diced, because again that adds to it. I'm not bothering today, it's very small like sort of supper together tonight, so I'm not bothering with that. I'm just doing the things that are my favourite flavours, and I know that my friends will like. Right, I need to taste this one now and get rid of these spoons. That's lovely, but it needs some acid in there. I'm just thinking what I'm going to put in. I'm actually going to cut that lime up and put some lime juice in there. I'll just get some fresh, clean spoons again. Black pepper. Perfect. If you don't use all these up doing your bellinis, don't panic. Make fabulous dips just to put your nacho chips in and things like that, so you can utilise them. Right, okay, so we've got lemon, we've got lime, and to this side, I think we're just going to go, I'm just wondering if I actually need another one. I will do another one. Let's be experimental. Let's go with the tartare sauce, which goes with fish anyway. Let's go with a little bit of that and a little bit of mustard and the rest of the lemon, I think. Okay. Now for this one, I'm not going to put any creme fraiche in to give it that, make it that little bit different. Not too much mustard. Well, it's looking good. Let's get some lemon into there. Okay. You also only ever put a teaspoonful of your topping, teaspoonful of your creamy base. It's basically there to hold your salmon or your prawns in place, but also to give that, a bit like making a prawn cocktail but on a bellini. Talking of which, I did a lovely vegetarian one last Christmas for my daughter and granddaughter, and that consisted basically of like a little salsa of fresh cucumber, mince, baby tomatoes, all piled. Still used the mayo like fit base, the bellini, the mayo base, but then chopped all these tiny little vegetables on the top with a bit of chopped walnut to finish, and it looked beautiful and it tasted beautiful. Right, let me try this one. Oh, the capers cut through beautiful. That is lovely. So that's it. That's how far. So what I'm going to do now is clean up and set my 4 pots that are ready for dressing, and the bits I'm going to use to dress with, like I'm using the cheese and some nuts, so that we clear all the rest out the way, so we've got a clean surface to start with, because it's a bit chaotic, but it's fun. Like I say, experiment with this. You can use all the flavours that you really love, provided you know that your friends love them too. Okay, and see you shortly when we bring the bellinis out of the oven, let them cool, and we'll dress them. Okay, see you shortly. Right, welcome back. I've sort of all that's finished, it cleared up. It doesn't look like it because I've made another mess getting ready to do it. What I decided is, because I think these are done anyway. Yeah, our friends are due to arrive in the next hour. I didn't want the bellinis stood around too long, so I thought I'm just going to do you 4, one of each, to show you exactly. And yes, shove them in the Ninja. Perfect, instead of turn the big oven on for just little canapés like this. 170 on bake for 4 minutes. That's all you need. And they just need to, I'm going to need them to cool. I'm just going to slice some cheese, because as I say, they must be cool, but this is a cold plate, so they shouldn't take very long at all to cool down. So and I would say, if you're just having people for drinks, I always say allow 6 canapés a person, okay? But if you're having people around for supper, a light supper as we are this evening, 4 per person is very adequate, okay? And I have got some olives out there for people who need to nibble a little bit more. So this is the Valage cheese I was telling you about, and I'm just going to take a very thin wedge off there, and that's what I'm going to use on one that's going to be my vegetarian option, okay? Fabulous cheese, that. We've got 4 beautiful king-sized king prawns there. Make sure that they're really cleaned, because sometimes I've bought ready cooked prawns like this, got them home, and you can see the black vein in them. Get that out, you don't want poisoning people. And then the smoked salmon, this doesn't look a lot, but trust me, it goes a long way, okay? So a pack like that will do about 3 or 4 rounds of bellinis. Okay, let me just test that they're ready to work, I think. If you put them on while they're too hot, they will actually melt your topping. So that's no good at all. So I'm just going to wash my hands and then we'll make a start on dressing these. Okay, first of all, I'm going to do my, I think I'll do my cream cheese one. It'll be cream cheese when I've finished with it, I should say. Right, okay, I'm just going to smother a little bit of that on there. Okay, that is just creme fraiche. And onto that, I'm going to put my 2 lovely slices of Valage. Now, this is the cranberry with the orange and the orange liqueur in. Less is always more when you're doing things like this. Okay, that's your cheese, canapé and fresh orange zest on there. You could put some little bits of walnut on, but I think it would be overdoing it. It's kind of just gentle and sweet at the moment, so I would leave it at that. That will be absolutely delicious. Okay, and now we're going to start with our other one. So this one is our lemon and dill. So again, you don't need very much of this on. You don't want it to make people have to think, oh my goodness, that's going to slop everywhere. These are supposed to be 2 bite things, okay? Right, okay. And onto that, oh no, we're going to do smoked salmon, aren't we? Let me just get some gloves on there. So try and make a nice little twist of your salmon if you can, okay? And I think I'm going to get some fresh lemon out. I'm going to do dill on there, but I think a tiny piece of maybe preserved lemon on there would be quite nice. Not too much green. Doesn't want to look like a forest. Black pepper. You can also put a little pepper on there. We'll come to this one, and I've forgotten what they all are. That's the capers, right? And this one must be the lime, okay? So we'll do a lovely prawn on there. And again, a little bit of dill on there and a little bit of black pepper. Just 1 pound black pepper. And right, and our next one, the final one, is this one over here, which has the capers in. And as you can see, I added dill to this sauce as well, because I think salmon and dill are just meant to be together. Now on that one, I think I would like to add some lemon zest. Get some black pepper on there. Right, there we are, guys. Nothing difficult about that at all. And like I say, you could sprinkle some walnuts around there to pass as nibbles, but you can put chopped pistachio on there if you wish. Get your favourite flavours out. Play around with them. Let me know of the ideas you come up with. Nothing wrong with having a new idea, okay? I will put some photographs up when my full platter's done, ready to serve to my friends, okay? So, hope you make some of these over Christmas, and I hope you enjoy them, okay? Thanks for watching. Bye for now.